So, tell you what, these waves look good. I'm not sure that that gaseous stuff there on the sea is. That's pretty weird. Yeah, pretty weird, man. Yes, we had a cool beginning of the day. Just been sick for 3 days with a cold. And now I feel better. I was going to go to work. Got all my lunch ready and I was like, quarters happening. I was in the car, ready to go. And I text the boss for our location. And it's bloody, oh no, you don't come to work till Tuesday. It's a long weekend. So I would put that in the category of good news. I don't even know. I never keep track of these public holidays, man, I tell you what. So, happy day. Come to my little spot again. The earth, man. I like this spot because it's got this over here and it's got that over there, and it's a focus thing, and it's quite interesting. You focus there and the sea's there. That's pretty cool, and so it's a good spot, man. It's a good spot. On this miraculous seat. Oh. This miraculous chair that circumstance has made available to us. Yeah, cool. So I had a few hits on the on the mission, you know, about how the system's acting like it's got schizophrenia, and it does firmly place this narrow. This is actually amazing because it really puts to it best practice versus implied best practice, right? Because it seems that as it needs to control the whole idea of prevailing over others, right? Okay, the whole idea of it, the whole premise of it, the origin of it, when the rest of us don't even go there. It's like, you know, because little kids, right, you know, they don't even, to a little kid there's no self, you know, they're only that, there's the friends, you know, you're part of something, you're part of a group, you know, and we grow up and we continue that. We've got this natural bond and we can just spontaneously start talking, and it's a wonderful world, man. It's like, mind you, if you're in the, that's a country boy thing, right? That's a normal thing. I know you may have been led to believe that hostilities is best, right? Which is the general premise of what the media have been telling. Well, you've got to be insane if literally there's some serious problem with you, man. If you haven't noticed how the media have orchestrated all of this cultural thing going on through bullying and standovers, fucking arm twisting, man. One thing that I've been getting into is they got 2 sets of audio, you know, for the news. I've seen both the main radio stations do this now. they start playing 2 audio tracks, and I've seen one skips. One had the sports news, and it was skipping into an advert for insurance. Skip in, skip out, skip in, skip out. And the other day, the other one, the main one, they started doing that too. They had the old fucking yeah, they were playing 2 tracks at the same time. And then one of the hosts wasn't there, Mark Richardson. Shout out to Mark. I like his style, man, old Mark. Because there's 3 on there. One is a Maori called Duncan Gardner. And is he a Maori, or has he been in a word environment too long? He's been a political reporter for his whole media life, his whole reporter life. I don't think he's the right character to actually fucking judge where we are, man. He's got a bit of a bias going on towards the political thing, eh? And but this goes to the marriage thing. This isn't like guaranteed. This isn't all the time. And for any individual circumstance, it might come and go, right? It might come and go, right? The aspect I'm talking about, where being in a mortgage situation, it way narrows down the focus, man, and then you start communicating like you're in that really narrow focus. And so they communicate much differently to us that aren't mortgaged. And and for Maori, they probably put all of Maori in the non-mortgage category, because they use a wholly different language, and actually the phraseology, the gearing of the phraseology in Te Reo, or the Maori language, it's way actually, it's like, no shit, it's like, there's a more streamlined kind of a thing going on with it, right? Whereas this other one, English language, they it's easy to tie people up in knots with it, because the detail you can get into in the English language, you can actually go into really minute detail on things, and so this is actually mainly the politics, because that aspect of how a language changes when you get in a mortgage situation and your focus comes down to like the government and the banking system and the police and a lot of other people, a lot of other environment, groups, social stratas, including the media, are heavily populated with mortgaged people. And so it's not such a huge leap to go from what is observable, which is the character of the communications from the mortgaged person, to actually creating the system we live in. And so that's the thing, man. So yeah, and it's an observation, man. So this is all about, I'm making all these words up, man, because we need an exit strategy. Okay, the before COVID hit, the economic equation that was in play they used. There's a few parts of it that have fallen over, eh? You could say. And I think one of the things that have pushed something over is that there's literally just way more people than ever. And it's changed the nature of things because it's changed the nature of Western society, really. And another aspect of that, like in that, concurrently with that, it's mostly the middle class in the Western world. We have everything we want. And we don't mind that we have to, you know, creep up and over years to upgrade the car to the amazing car like I have, you know. Because I knew, of course, I went and got another car because I knew they'd probably lend me the money because the banking system is kind of on its arse. And yeah. So it's only what are they up to, those banking dudes, man? Control the money supply. You know, they're here playing around because we're good people, you know, because sociopaths and schizophrenics and narcissists, they like people who are quick to listen. They are their favourite preferred victim. And so New Zealand as a country, we actually step to stuff, we're good at it. I mean, we're unified. We're unified by having the winningest sports team in the history of the world as our national rugby team. And so we're unified in that respect. Well, we were until it went professional. That changed everything, man. Because that was a day, man, back in the day. I remember the exact day I heard that. And then something just disappeared, man. There was something that was wholly subtracted from my experience, man. Which involved, you know, I was going down the rugby club rooms on the Saturday, you know, because that was the thing to do, man. That was the other thing. And have beer, you know. And that was gone, man. So yeah, anyway. So today, since I found out I've got 4 days off, fuck, that's amazing. Yeah. I'm going to track down some Maori. Some significant Maori. Because it's got to go. It has to fucking go. And then I will prove myself to everything. And then the railway game starts. Because for Maori, it's been a nightmare, man. It's freaking, you know, where consciousness can be made out, it can be organised to be extremely bad, and it's a sport thing, right? It's a sports thing, it's competitive sport. Vindictive narcissism is a competitive sport. And they've been swimming around in it so long, now it's just like normal. And so I've got something that's going to change their minds, right? The message is the message. So I'm going to try and do something like that this weekend. And went and got a coffee over there, and I said, oh, I've got this really cool story about being sick and then finding out I got a long weekend had me. That's a happy ending, that one, man. Fuck. But I reckon I told her that the hot cross bun thing that they had there was about Jesus, and I said to her that isn't everything a hot cross bun? You know, even this here. See that? Isn't that even a hot cross bun? According to honouring and acknowledging that which is there, you know, the spirit thing, the consciousness thing. Yeah. And I think that's quite valid, eh? To honour, you know, to acknowledge and honour. Right. So just saying a hot cross bun is leaving everything out. Actually, that's a fair statement. The hot cross bun thing, to acknowledge Jesus on the cross thing, that's leaving everything out. That is leaving everything out. That's pretending our whole relationship with God is just through this tiny little instance. And actually, it's impossible almost to talk about it, because words are a static thing. You write them down on a piece of paper. It just doesn't exist in that form. And so there's an issue there of language where we need to make up some language and be able to talk about it, you know. Yes, I said, you know, isn't religion like a TV guide then? If we're living the dream, right? Doesn't that make the Bible like the TV guide? Yeah, I'm fucking thinking it does. I mean, it's an observation. It's a scientific observation, which means it's 100% accurate and true. If the active thing is going on and we're actively active with it, that makes the Bible like the TV guide then, doesn't it? And you shouldn't even be looking at it. And so yeah, that's been around a while, that the determination of the Soph is that I forgot my train of thought. Anyway, see this bloody thing here? God, I've got a fucking urge to take a fucking, you know, is this not why we had like working bees? You know, that could be so cool, man. There's heaps of materials there, right? There's heaps of wood there, and there's heaps of roofing iron and whatnot. I just think it would be, you could use it, you could rebuild it as something else. I'm thinking a nice park bench thing, and with some of the roof left on it, right? Yeah, anyway. God, that's annoying. I just think it's annoying. And see, I understand what, you know, physical work. How's that? I was fucking sick with a cold for 3 days, and I took yesterday because it was just still there, and I just, I'll give it another day, because this apple picking's no joke, man. And then I'm going into picking apples. So I know the work thing, okay? As the leader of the Teenal Party, I come from a blue collar background, right? Right, see? Boots on the feet. and how much you can get done in an hour. And I know the machines. I know housework duties of a shed. And so yeah, see, they think getting stuff done is spending money. So that's why the media always put things in dollar terms. Because they don't know actually how to do anything. It's the only way they've got to talk about it actually, because they haven't got any detail about how it's done, because they don't want to acknowledge anyone. And that means they've got an aversion to relationships. And this is operating like their aversion to communicate. So yeah. So there's no one here. No. Anyway.